What should I expect in divorce court? Court is not exciting like they showed on the old shows of LA Law or any of the current television shows. Being in court is actually quite boring. You can be in there for 15 minutes. You can be in there for half a day. You can be in court all day. You can be in there for a number of days. But quite frankly, if you're one of the parties, it can just be pretty boring unless you have to testify. So what exactly happens? Well, usually, and it depends again on why you're there, but sometimes the lawyers will just talk. So your lawyer's going to get up and say things. Sometimes you'll actually be allowed or made to testify. But remember that your lawyer doesn't respond to everything that's said because sometimes they don't need to. Sometimes your lawyer doesn't say anything, and that's because you're winning. Court can be difficult and court can be contentious, but it's not really a dogfight. So if the lawyers aren't talking and you're talking and you're going to testify, what will happen? Well, you'll go and you'll sit on the witness stand and the judge will make you swear to tell the truth under penalty of perjury. Hopefully, your lawyer, like I would, will prepare you for the questions that you're going to be asked. Initially, your lawyer is going to be asking you the questions. That's called direct testimony, and it's much like a conversation. The lawyer will help you get your story out. Once your lawyer's done questioning you, then the other side gets to come up and cross-examine you. These are questions that are going to be made to make you look not as good a light as your lawyer made you look. Maybe find holes in your story or issues that you didn't really want to talk about, but they're going to want to bring up. Once they get done cross-examining you, then your lawyer gets to ask you questions again. When you're sitting there in court, it's important to have a piece of paper and something to write with. I always ask my clients to bring in a pen and a paper to write down questions that they have during the process, or maybe to send me a note while the proceeding's going on. The writing down questions is very important because sometimes you're not going to understand why your lawyer does or doesn't do something. But it's important if you can write those questions down afterwards, your lawyer can explain that to you. So remember, if you're going to be testifying, your lawyer needs to prepare you for that. And if that happens, then you should do just fine.